Professions that disappeared not long ago, not centuries ago, not in the distant past, but right before our eyes. They were ordinary people. They didn't create technology. They stood between a person and a result, between a call and a conversation, between text and a newspaper, between a photo and a memory. Today, we barely notice they're gone, because everything became instant. But once, without them, nothing would have happened. Telephone operator. Once, making a phone call wasn't as simple as dialing a number. You picked up the receiver and said who you wanted to call. Somewhere in another room, a telephone operator was sitting. They received your spoken request. They understood who needed to be connected and where. Only then did the call go through. Without them, the call simply could not happen. Connection was not instant. It passed through another person, typesetters, linotypist. Before computers, text could not simply be typed. It was assembled by hand. Literally, each letter was placed separately, arranging metal characters line by line. When a page was finished, it became a metal form, a physical imprint of the text. Only from this iron form was the text printed onto paper. Typesetters worked with metal, individual letters, entire lines, pages that existed in iron before becoming paper. Every word had shape and weight. Newspapers, books, and notices appeared only after the text passed through their hands. Photolab technician. When you took a photograph, you didn't see the result right away. The film went into the hands of a photolab technician. They worked in a dark room, without windows, under dim red light that wouldn't expose the film. The air smelled of chemicals. Trays filled with solutions covered the tables. Developer, fixer, water. The technician removed the film by touch, without seeing the image, without knowing what had turned out. Paper went into the solution, and the image slowly appeared. Shadows first, then shapes, then faces. The final result depended on their experience. Mistakes couldn't be undone. A moment could be ruined forever. Between pressing the shutter and the memory stood the photolab technician, newspaper proofreader. A text could be written, but that didn't mean it was ready. A newspaper proofreader read every line, searching for mistakes, inaccuracies, breaks in meaning. If changes were found, the text was sent back, corrected, and proofread again. This process could repeat several times, until the proofreader was sure no errors remained. After printing, nothing could be changed. The proofreader was the last person between the text and the reader, video rental cashier. Choosing a movie once began with a conversation. You walked into a video rental store and asked for advice. The clerk knew what was worth watching, what people rented most, what you might enjoy. They knew exactly where it was, among shelves packed with tapes and discs. They helped you choose not with an algorithm, but with memory and experience. Movies were found through people. All these professions were once ordinary, necessary, indispensable. The people who did them never thought their work would simply disappear. Now think about your own profession. How long will it continue to exist in the form you know today? Write in the comments which profession you think is vulnerable and why. The conversation is just beginning.